Come once again to my evening show. So, how's everybody doing? Man, good evening to you once again. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Rodi. My name is Rodi. Like I always say, there is no other recognized Rodi except me. Any other Rodi you hear about or see is a counterfeit. Do you understand? Any other Rodi you see or hear anywhere is a counterfeit. I am the only original Rodi, one and only Rodi. So guys, as you join me, you know how we do it here. Like and share this program. I just have this true life story to share with you. And then I go take a break. Then I will take a break. Come back later tonight. Yes, so what's the time now, Seth? Yes, I may probably come back later after this program. After telling you this story. So I want to have, the English is protocol. The protocol here. Pamela Fontanella, that's a sister, they are beautiful sister. I see you. So the protocol is Dupre David. How are you doing? What's the name? Dupre David. David. Help me like and share this program. This evening is going to be that is, how do I say it? An angenem, that is a comfortable program. That's now what am I even saying, self? Not interesting, something that you will enjoy and learn from, like always. Do you understand me? Now, I want to have about, how many are we here now? When we reach 150 or above, we start the party. You know, it is always a party here. Outlaws. See that name, Outlaws. That name, Outlaws. So, now, as you are watching on Facebook, like and share this program. Man, my YouTube is on fire. My YouTube is on fire. Sunstan, I'm okay. I'm doing well. How about you, Sunstan? Now my YouTube is on fire. After my morning program, or do I call it afternoon program today, I got 110 subscribers. 110 subscribers on YouTube instantly. Outlaws, you say you are the only person watching my stream. No, you are not. My last program, over 12,000 people watched it on YouTube. You see, you get it now. Go check it out. Go check my last live broadcast. 12,000 views. Do you understand? It is there on my page. Go check it out. I forgot the title. If I remember the title, I will tell you. If you go to my live programs, live videos, you will see the last video I made some hours ago. Go check how many views. So you don't come here now and see maybe few people and think, yeah, people are going to join. Even if they don't join, the party must go on. You saw it. Okay, then why are you saying? You say you saw it. Okay, I don't tell lies. I don't lie because people come here and gain knowledge. You understand me? Adeniyi, Ademola, I see you. People come here and listen to stories, gain knowledge that saves lives. The knowledge people gain here saves lives. You get the gist. What do you think I'm getting from these stories? I use these stories. I am on social media to keep myself busy. Yes. I don't want to, every day I go live just to keep my brain active. You love my heart. If I tell you how much I bought this heart, you may not believe it. If I tell you how much I bought it, I have like plenty heart like this. I bought this heart for €5, €4.99. Let me close the door. Wait, give me 1 minute. Listen to me. I bought this heart, and this is one of that is the best. I mean, not the quality is so good. This heart may last forever. I bought it. I don't tell lies, man. I keep it real. I don't claim to be blah blah. I bought it €4.99. When I saw this heart, I was like double-minded. Should I buy it or not? But I touched the material. Yin material. Very strong, tough. Very tough. I decided to take it. €4.99. I'm not that kind of person that will buy something €5 and tell you I bought it €200. For what now? I'm not, at this age, I'm not impressing anybody. I don't come online to boast. I don't. Now, even if I'm poor, I tell you I'm poor. I didn't do you. I did not offend you. So, guys, you're welcome to my evening show. My name is Roddy. Guys, we're about to hit 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. Do you think we can reach it tonight? I need 200 people to hit 12,000. 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. Go to Uncle Roddy on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're welcome, guys. So today, how many people do we have? 125. Now we can start. 125 people. Now we can start with our party because it is always a party here. And this story I'm about to tell you is a true life story. Well, I share true life stories with you for you to learn from the story. Number one, I'm not going to mention names. Yes. And this happened many years ago. Do you understand me? Many years ago. So guys, after this program, I'm going to post a picture of me in Campus Vin, 1998, when I was at Campus Vin doing hair. One of our, what was it, self? Now you see young me. How do I say it that? When I was much more younger, my daughter sent me the picture this evening. I'm going to share it on Facebook. I'm going to share it on Facebook. 1998, when I was at Campus Vin, doing hair, one of the practicals. You will see the picture. You see, 1998 is how many years now? It's about 26 or 20. How many years now? 1998. You'll see the picture. So guys, check it out on see how I looked like 1998. Check it out on my Facebook page at Uncle Roddy. I'll post the picture later. So guys, you're welcome. So Sparky, you go to my YouTube, Uncle Rodi on YouTube. You will see I will post it after this program. You will see how I look like. I was making an European woman hair. You know, I took the picture. I forgot about it. My daughter just sent me the picture. Man, I looked so handsome and young. So let's go. Well, this story is for you to be careful in life. And for somebody who joined my live program one day and said, why am I a kind of putting friends and families apart? I cannot remember the name of that person. I want you to listen to this story. After listening, I'm not telling you, don't get me wrong. It is good to do good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you not to do good, but be careful. Be careful while rendering kindness to people. Now let's go. One man who was married with 3 children. This man had a wife with 3 children. And he and his wife were living peacefully. Later on, this man now, who has 3 children and was married to his wife, they lost their apartment where they lived. You know, at times you get eviction notice. They give you quit notice to, how do I say it? To vacate the premises or where you are living. Now, listen. And as at that time, the man wasn't having enough money. The man had no money to rent any other apartments. Now this man called the sister living abroad to help him secure another apartment, or you may call it accommodation. Are you listening to me? So now, the sister living abroad shared this program. Nomsi. Now, did you see how Nomsi announced her presence? She just, gun salute. Let's go. Did you not hear that gun salute? Pakatam. And the thing was loud. So guys, you're welcome. This man lost his apartment. Called the sister. The man he is still living in Africa. Called the sister living abroad. You know, family. Okay, family. So the sister living abroad sent money for 4-bedroom flats. For them to rent 4-bedroom flats. Now this man, who had a wife and 3 children, rented 4-bedroom flats. There he lived with his mother, his wife, and his 3 children. Are you following the point now? Are you following the story? There in that 4-bedroom flat, he lived with his mother, his wife, and 3 children. And this man now attended a nearby church. A church very close to where they lived. Not so close, but in the same town. He attended one particular church. And there was a pastor who ministered in that church, someone who pastored in that church, a young man. So after a while, the pastor approached this man whose sister lives abroad, and now broke the news of his homelessness, that he had no place to stay. The pastor said where he was living, the people now sent him away. Are you listening to this story? Now, this man who has 3 children and a wife, who lived with the mother, you see, people, do I call it carelessness or do I say ignorance? This man did not do background check. He did not investigate why they sent the pastor away, why the pastor lost the accommodation. That is, he did not ask questions. Just because the man was a pastor, he pastored, he ministered in the church. So when he heard that the man lost his accommodation, this man with 3 children asked the pastor to move in with them. Now, share this program. There are so many things to learn this evening. And if you are seeing me for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Michael Loko can see you. Guys, share this program. I want reactions. You go carry hand for head this evening. After listening. Now listen. This man, sometimes it is not. Now I want to be raw this evening. This evening, I want to be raw. Let me tell you. Sometimes it is not good to render kindness to some people. Listen, it is not good to render kindness anyhow to everyone you see. I always say it here. Some people, when you render kindness to some people, that will be the greatest mistake. You will regret your life. Could be a friend, a family member, anybody can be. I'm not telling you not to help people. But there are people, if you give them help, that will be the end of you if you're not careful. Listen to this story. So, this pastor approached a member of his church. Now, begged him to accommodate. The pastor begged this man with 3 children to accommodate him. No, there is, how do I say it now? There is an impression African people always have when they hear that somebody is a pastor or an imam. They believe that whenever you say a pastor, they think that that person is next to God. That person is godly. Or when they say somebody is an imam or a pastor, they believe this person is holy. That is why they trust pastors or imams, religious clerics. They trust them wholeheartedly. But when you see somebody like me, you see me as a very bad man because I'm not a pastor or I'm not an imam. Do you understand? This is what happens. Let's go. Don't forget, this man who accommodated this pastor did not ask questions. Why was he evicted where he lived? What made the people to sack him, to evict him where he lived? He did not, because the pastor was carrying Bible up and down. This man decided to accommodate his pastor, where he lived with his wife and children and the mother. Okay. Now listen. And this pastor did not contribute anything to the upkeep of that home, that 4-bedroom flat. Now, this man who had a wife and 3 children was getting money from a sister who lives abroad. So the sister was sending money every month to take care of how many people? That is the 5, 6, 7 people, including the mother. Are you getting the point now? So every month, the lady who lives abroad sent like double of what she used to send in the past to make sure that everyone was properly fed. You know, abroad-based guys. The lady here, the lady that lives abroad, paid the rent, paid the electricity bill, fed everybody in that house. I say accommodation. Excuse me. Hold on. So, because that man was a pastor, everybody trusted him. The guy who accommodated him never suspected the pastor. People around saw him as a godly man. Okay. Now the flat they lived in was Erdgeschoss. Do you know what is Erdgeschoss? Erdgeschoss is ground floor. What do you call it in English? Down floor. You don't need to climb any step to enter your apartment. You know what is called Erdgeschoss. What's it called, Seth? Ground floor. Ground level, yes. You know, African flats, there are neighbors. You know, if you lived in tenement house or building, you know, you see that there are other neighbors in the same, that ground level. There are other neighbors too. Some neighbors occupied other flats too. You understand me? There. And then there was an elderly woman who came to assist the daughter. That's, how do I put it? We call it carens. You know, in Igbo they call it omugo. A woman came to stay with the daughter, to help the daughter take care of the baby. You know, the daughter newly gave birth to a baby. So the mother came from the village to come take care of the grand kid. Are you getting the point now? Are you getting the point now? Now listen, I do not know if you guys are following the gist, and I'm not seeing any reaction. Let's go. Now, that is, one elderly woman came from the village to come take care of the grandkid. You know, omugo. You know what I mean now. Don't forget, then we are living in Erdgeschoss, you know, ground level, ground floor. One day, you know, as the woman was passing, you know, this elderly woman, you know, as the woman was passing, she had, you know, the noise of, you know, women know themselves. She had a woman mourning. The woman was mourning, you know, like a woman that somebody was making love to a woman. She had a woman, you know, those African mama them. She was walking past the window. She heard how a woman was mourning, you know. The woman stopped and paid proper attention. She now found out someone was making love to a woman. She thought the husband was sleeping with the woman. So the woman, you know, pretended and moved on. The woman, you know, guys, are you getting the gist? So now the woman pretended, okay, maybe the husband was making love to her. Now, you know, that was a public house. Few hours later, in the evening, that particular elderly woman saw the husband of that woman, who she thought was making love to the wife, coming back from work. Are you getting the gist? Few hours later, so the elderly woman thought, you understand me? Because they were outside, you know what I mean? So she thought that the husband was making love to the wife. So after she saw the real husband coming in from outside, you know, this elderly woman, the woman remained calm. The woman did not make any noise, did not tell anybody. Guys, share this program. And as you watch me, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. Share this program. There are so many lessons to be learned in this program. That elderly woman did not make any noise. She told nobody. Few weeks later, you know, the woman started moving around that window frequently. You know, there's some people now, you know, that's why I don't like, anyway, there are these public houses, all these tenement building has advantages too. Few weeks later, the woman heard the same bedroom, the same noise. This time around, the woman took her time to peep and hear the conversations. The voice, you know people by their voices. You recognize people. Blind people don't see you, but blind people can knows you by your voice. Blind person, there are people who were born blind, but even some blind people can even know somebody by the footsteps and the voice. The woman had voices, you know. Again, they were making love. Now the woman then ascertained. She now ascertained the man making love to that woman wasn't the husband. This time she peeped, and she found out it wasn't the husband that was making love to the woman. Listen to the gist. I always say, me, I don't trust nobody. That's me. If you like, you fight me. If you like, don't. But I will retell. Now, so many stories. Okay, now listen. So this elderly woman, the woman that caught them, who saw this, now called the mother of this man who has 3 children and a wife. He called because the mother of this man with 3 children and a wife lived with them, but the mother never knew. So now that elderly woman who saw that called her fellow elderly woman, said, Madam, how related are you to this pastor? The woman said, that is the mother of the man who accommodated that pastor, said they don't know that pastor from anywhere. Only that the son and the wife was going to his church. That was how they came to know that pastor. And the pastor then has a wife with 5 children in his hometown. Came to the city, in his village, he has a wife and children in his village. Came to the city to come and hustle. That is when he established himself, when he establishes himself, then he would go back and bring his wife and children to the city. Are you getting the gist now? Are you getting the gist? So now, that woman who saw them, who caught them making love, called the mother of the husband of the wife and now explained what she saw. Said, see, she saw that pastor making love to your son's wife. She caught them. The woman said, what are you talking about? He said, she caught them several times, making love, that she wasn't lying, making love to the, she told the mother of the man, that's, are you getting the gist now? Now, you know these elderly women, old elderly women in Africa. Now, both of them agreed to keep it on the low, not to escalate issues, to keep it secret. Not, do you understand me? It's not like they did not go and start confronting the man or the woman and say, look at what you've done. No. They decided to lay ambush. So that woman, that neighbor, that elderly woman that lived in the same compound that saw them, advised the mother of that man that they should not even make any that is, they should lay low and watch things unfold, which was the best approach. So when the man, that is the husband of this woman, came back, when the man came back, the mother now, you understand me, when they were alone, the mother sat him down. The mother sat the son down and explained to the son what she heard from the neighbor, what was going on. Listen. Now the son now screamed, no wonder. The son said he has been, some men are dull. Oh. The son said he had been suspecting the whole thing. The mother asked him, how have you been suspecting the whole thing? How come? How have you been suspecting it? Look at what the son said. The pastor wasn't contributing any money to buy food. But when the son give the wife, when this man give the wife money to go buy food and cook at home, this woman cooked, after cooking the food, we serve that pastor special meal. Give the pastor big meat, big fish, big fufu, correct soup, and then give the husband anyhow food, like as if the husband was the servant and the pastor was the boss. Nah, some men serve the forehand. Some men are not smart at all. You get the gist? Now that was handwriting on the wall. That was handwriting on the wall. Now that was long, what's it called? Love language. Love has a language. If you do not know, love has a language. That was love language. I am your husband, for instance. I have a wife here. If my wife does not give me, if she fails to give me my due respect, say, listen, I brought the money to buy the food items, cook the food, and you are giving me nonsense food, that is food like a slave, and giving somebody I accommodated better meat, better fish. That is the bottom of soup. You know what? You know what? You know, you understand me? Now, this man said, that is the husband of the woman said, he had been witnessing this, he had been suspecting that. But because that man was a pastor, he never, thought along that line. Now, that wasn't even all. Story plenty. That was the man then revealed to the mother that for months, the wife had been denying him, starving him. You got the gist now. Sex. Anytime he approached the wife would say no. Now, I listen to me. So now, the mother said, good. The mother then asked the son, when last did you sleep with your wife? The son said, for some months now, the wife has been giving him excuses. Now listen, as a man, listen. Anytime you see a woman, now this is not me giving you this, you see, you will catch a woman by her own body language. You can't pretend. Let's continue. Now the mother, mother and son conversation. Now the mother asked the mother asked the son, that is the husband of the woman, are you sleeping with your wife? The son said each time he approached the woman would decline, say that she's tired, she has no time, she's sick, blah, blah, blah. Now the mother advised the son. Look at the advice the mother gave to the son. The mother now told the son, said, listen, don't you ever sleep with the woman anymore. Since she has been denying you sex, don't sleep with the woman again. Even if she comes to you, be strong enough to resist it. If you so desire to sleep with a woman, go outside. The mother advised him, let's know what's happening. If you desire to sleep with a woman, the mother said, you can go outside and sleep with another woman, but don't sleep with this woman anymore. This is your wife. The son hearkened to the mother's advice. The son played along. He did not confront the woman to ask her, so you are cheating on me, you are sleeping with the pastor. He allowed everything to continue to flow normal. Was buying food. The mother understood what was going on. The son understood what was going on. Few months down the line, this one, the son did not catch the few months down the line. Guess what happened? Guys, before I go further, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page at Uncle Rody. This is how we roll here. I bring you true life stories. After listening to this, hey, Godwin, thank you so much. You are smart. Few months down the line, the woman became pregnant. That the stomach began to show. Notice she began to spit, started vomiting. All those old women, they said, they called her name. What's going on? She said she is pregnant. You see, the son came out. The son said, how many months pregnant are you? She answered, Who is responsible? The woman began to, the whole year, the people came out. They say now, who is responsible? Is your husband sleeping with you? The man said he hasn't slept with the woman for months. Now, who made you pregnant? Who got you pregnant? Because people gathered the woman. The woman said, the pastor. She now announced who got her pregnant. She mentioned the man. The pastor got her pregnant. The whole street gathered that day. You know Africa. The whole street gathered. Now carried the woman's luggages, load. Carried the man's, all of them. They sent the man, all of the streets were just clapping behind them, pushed the woman and the man away from that compound. It did not end there. So guys, you know these stories. You know these stories. When I tell you I trust nobody, I know what I'm talking about. Some people don't even trust themselves. Some men and women don't trust. Now, if I give you this one, now, do you want me to go deeper? If I give you this here, you go carry hand for head. Let's go. Now, the community, neighbors came. They began to abuse the pastor, say, shame on you. You came to scatter somebody's family, somebody who helped you, who accommodated you, who fed you. You were sleeping with the person's wife. This. The man and the woman left. Guess what? This man, boldly, and that woman, they went and rented another place. The man collected the woman as a wife. They started living together. Guys, as you are watching, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So this man, after listening to this gist, you tell me if it is worth it, rendering kindness to people that I need or not. I'm not saying now you judge it by yourself. You judge it. This man collected the woman fully, went and rented apartments, collected the woman, and the man himself had wife and 5 children in his village. Do you understand me? Do you understand what I mean? In his village, he has wife and children. Then, in the city, he collected another man's wife. After the woman gave birth to that child, the woman gave birth to 3 extra children. The woman gave birth to 3 extra children. And guess what? After, the woman became mad. When the woman became mentally unstable, the man chased the woman away and collected the children. Now, after hearing this story, who do you blame? Would you blame the man for rendering kindness to a man who is in need? Who do you blame? Now, answer me now. And such a man now, if he sees somebody who is in need in future, maybe now, the woman ran mad. Nomsi said the husband, somebody said the lady. So, Nomsi, hold on. You are of the opinion, when you see somebody that is in need, do not help. You blame the lady. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you my own opinion about this. I blame the man. Somebody said, how can you blame the pastor? See, I blame the man. I'll tell you why. See, I blame the man. Let me tell you why. See, a snake cannot bite you without getting close to you. A lion, before a lion will devour you, the lion will come close to you. You will be within reach of that lion. Do you understand me? I always say, if I should tell you, that is why you are the man. Protecting your home is not only you. Protecting there are boundaries you draw. Even if it is your twin brother or twin sister, what if that elderly woman did not catch them? What if that elderly woman, that elderly neighbor did not catch them? In fact, there are some men who are raising children that they never gave birth to. Don't you understand? Some men are raising children that they did not born. They did not father. Because in that case, nobody caught the woman. Which means, if that elderly woman did not catch that woman, as she got pregnant, she would have given it to the man. And you know some African men, they don't do DNA. They don't conduct DNA. Did you know how many men that are raising children that they never fathered? Many men are raising children that they never fathered. This one was caught. How about the ones that were not caught? Somebody said you blame both the woman and the pastor. No. Now you brought problem home. You don't understand it. You brought problem home. You brought problem home. You don't understand it. Let me tell you, if you come here now, even if it is you are my brother, my sister, if you come here now, I wouldn't allow you, even if it is my brother, I will not allow you to sleep here. If you travel, if you like, come from the moon or the sun, I cannot allow you to sleep in my home. If I have money, I'll go rent hotel for you or rent apartment for you. But to bring you here, I will not do it. Maybe when I was younger, but not at this age anymore. Now I've seen things in life. I've seen things happen. Shit happens. Now you don't know. One day I was talking to my sister on telephone. She said the son would come to Europe. I said, if your son comes to Europe, okay, I may help him in any way I can, but I'm not gonna accommodate your son. You know that African man, he said, why? This. I said, I will not accommodate your son if he comes to Europe. I will assist him in any way I can, provide him for him. But to come and live with me, I will not do it. Man, some people saw my video saying now you have European mentality. It's not European mentality. There are things I cannot do anymore. I need my privacy. I need my... Should I tell you why? Do you want me to tell you why you shouldn't do it? I've said it many times. Your privacy. How about women that... how do I say it now? How about women that indulged in infidelity? That is, women that slept with other men that nobody caught. In this story now, somebody caught them. How about the ones that nobody caught? You may have accommodated somebody and you did not know what went behind the scene. You did not know what went behind the scene. You talk about the ones you caught, the ones you caught, the ones you saw. How about the ones you did not see? People that covered their tracks very well. Because many men and women, they know how to cover their tracks. You may accommodate somebody, and now if I tell you stories, there was a man here. Let me give you guys the gist now. One man here, I don't need to mention names, I don't need to mention his demands, business and all things like that. Let me share a story with you guys. You know, why I make my story short is because I don't like sitting for a long time. One man traveled to Africa, brought a beautiful woman here. If you see the woman, that is, you see beauty. And this man, when you compare the man to the woman, they are not on the same level. That is, the woman is much more beautiful than the man, much more educated than the man. In fact, they don't fall on this, they are not in the same class. You know, because the man came from abroad, the woman accepted to marry the man. And most women do this when they know actually that they don't love you, but because they want to, use you as a stepping stone, they want to use you to survive. They don't care. They will marry you, even if they don't love you. It happens. So this man, I'm telling you what I know, what I saw happen. This man brought the wife here. You know, every now and then, you see them have problems. And this man had a close friend, his best friend. Now, story with plenty this evening. Share this program. This man had a friend that he had known for years. They came here many years ago and they were close friends. That is, they were 5 and 6. So now listen to this and learn from this gist. Each time the man had, the one that brought the wife from Africa, each time the man had a misunderstanding with the wife, he would call his best friend to come settle the issue. And the best friend, visited him. They went out together. They were like brothers. Guess what? The man did not know that the best friend went behind, and was sleeping with the wife behind. The man did not know. Guess what's happened? Then came a time that they couldn't hide it again. The man, that is, came out open, carried the woman, and they relocated to London. Now the story went wide in Vienna. The man collected the woman, broad daylight. Both of them left town. If I mention the man's name, old schools here, we know the man. This happened around 1999 or 2000 or 98. That was when it happened. I cannot remember, many years ago. He collected the friend's wife. They put head for London. Do you want more stories? Let me tell you the story of, do you want me to? If you want more stories, indicate. Let me give you more gist. In life, you need to apply caution. Man. Or maybe let me reserve this story for tomorrow. Tomorrow we continue with this story. I said I was going to spend an hour. Let me reserve this story. Everywhere is quiet. Some people that are guilty of this thing I'm saying now, they are just jittery. They are just quiet. If you know what is happening behind the scene, you go carry hand for head. Everywhere is quiet. They see they catch you. Do you understand me? My sister star is my sister star, you forgot me. I don't understand you. Have not been seeing you. So guys, what's going on? I'm not seeing people you're not liking, you are not sharing nothing. Or you want me to continue? Now I'm giving you guys gist. Some people are saying, go ahead now. You are not liking. Double tap your screen now. Double tap your screen. You want me to continue? Waiting again now. What's my own? Double tap, share. Then I will continue with. I give you another gist. I drop another gist. Okay. Miss Mendes is in the building. Mendes, my beautiful sister, I see you. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Man, I'm having pain by my bones, like my hips. I don't know why, but maybe tomorrow I'll go to hospital. But let's go. You know, I don't mention names, but I want to use this story to wake you up in life. This gist now. I've never told this story before, but I'm sharing this story now for the first time. There was a man, very friendly man. Now this story is too long. But I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this story. I'm going to start from the middle. You know, I'm not going to, because the story is too long. Now, there was a man. Man, should I go in details? Should I start from the beginning? Because if I don't start in the beginning, you may not, catch the whole gist. You may not understand the story well. Now, one man, let me start from the beginning. Man, let me start the gist from the beginning so that you will understand the gist. I don't care who is watching. Do you understand what I mean? This is Rodi. As far as I don't mention them. One man traveled to Africa. Back in the days, the man traveled to Africa. This is why in the afternoon I said, you can find good woman everywhere, both abroad and home. You can find bad woman both abroad and home. You can find good man wherever you are, maybe in abroad or at home. Irene Baumgartner, I see you. Listen, good people are everywhere. You know, that's belief that you can only find good women in Africa is bullshit. Do you understand me? That is bullshit. Good women are everywhere. Let's go. One man traveled to Africa and married another beautiful woman. This is pure. Man, these are my guys. You got the gist now. The people involved are my guys. Now listen. But the man that traveled to Africa, he wasn't my guy. Listen, let me continue with the gist. You will get the points. The man traveled to Africa, married a woman. The man traveled to Africa, married a woman, and brought the woman here. Every day, the man would go to work back then to go fetch what he and his wife will eat, pay the bills. You know how abroad is. That is to go pay, you know, what it takes to maintain an apartment. Every month you need to pay. If you don't pay, you are out. You get eviction notice. So, unknown to the man, after some time, you know, they have been trying to make a baby, and the woman found it difficult to conceive. They have been trying to make a baby for many years, you know. The woman couldn't conceive. And the man was working hard, to keep his home, to make money, you know. You know how we live abroad here. We have neighbors, you know. We have, like here, on the floor where I live, there are neighbors, you know, like 2, 3 neighbors. One door, if you look at my window, there is a woman, but the woman now is in Fliget, nursing home. A woman lives opposite me now, but the woman now is old. She has gone to nursing home. No, something like that. So now listen. This man, each morning, this man will wake up in the morning, go to work, this company work, leaving the woman at home. After a while, the woman then took interest in one of the neighbors, a young man that lived in the same building. Oyibo, European man. The woman took interest. Some of these Oyibo don't want to know if you are married or not. Some of these whites, some men, but not only Europeans, some men do not want to know if you are married or not. Now listen. Now, the woman took interest in one of the neighbors, an European man. Before you know what was going on, because the husband was working regularly now, the woman began to sneak inside the neighbor's home. You know what's up? To go cash phone. So that has been going on. Each time the husband went to work, the woman will, the day the neighbor was free, the woman will sneak inside the neighbor's apartment, the same floor. Telephone calls, the woman will come over. Coincidentally, one of the neighbors, when a black man is marrying a black woman, one of the neighbors saw the woman coming out from the room, that kind of a thing, that kind of coincidence, coming out from the room of the Oyibo man, of the European man. First time. Second time, that looked suspicious. This Oyibo gossips. And the husband never knew what was going on. Do you understand me? So quietly, the woman that saw that African, somebody's wife coming out from Oyibo, that is European man, apartment, notified the husband. Notified the husband. Smart men don't make noise. Smart men don't make noise. When you get, now listen, learn from me. When you get such information, no need of you, raising dust, screaming, asking, don't question the woman. Lay ambush. My name is Rodi. Don't question and say, now you did this, begin to beat. You are a fool if you do that. When you suspect that your woman is cheating on you, and you verify it is true, what you've got to do is to lay ambush. Act normal, show her love. Be showing her that love. Be showing her love so that she would feel at home and continue till you catch her. Now, I don't know whether guy men are in the building. Where are the guy men in the building? Play along. Yes, you got it. Play along. Don't begin to frown face and do like you fall in love. Now, real men don't fall in love. That's even when you suspect that she's cheating on you, that's the time to show her love, give her attention, but don't sleep with her. Pamper her so that she will be free to continue. Now, I caught my babe in Africa like this now. Many times, it will be like juju. They will think it is juju. That's when that's when you need to schauspiel. You know what? That's when you become an actor. An actor. If you suspect your woman, that is when you become an oh, guy man, no day here. If you're not calling her honey, darling, start calling her no. But now there is no art to find the mind's construction on the face. She wouldn't know what you have in your mind. Smile, call her honey, baby. Let her relax. You lay ambush. Not you had it, you go spoil things. No, if you go ask her questions, she will adjust. If you ask her, I'm suspecting you, that is childish. She will adjust. She will code her life properly. If you go ask her, you don't spoil show. You've spoiled the show. If you ask her, yeah, I suspect you are going this place. I suspect you are doing this. You are receiving. If she's answering phone or chatting, leave her. Let her continue to chat. Not who are you chatting for? Give me the telephone. You are now if I catch you. Pretend as if you don't know what's going on. One day the whole thing will burst. You as a man in love now. Hey, well, you are cheating as a man in love. Yeah, you know, maybe you are a local man. Play along. Show him love. So let's continue. Guys, I'm not seeing reaction. Getting them here. What's going on here? So, the neighbor who saw that African woman the husband brought here, she saw the neighbor saw a fellow Yubo man who saw that that woman has gone to the neighbor's apartment 2-3 times, and then he notified the husband. Codedly said, "Listen, I've seen your woman going in and coming out of so person's apartment. Put your eye on ground." The man then was a matured man. Both of them laid, ambush, telephone communication. And one day, the woman went inside. The man was called. The man came back, went there to the man's door, was banging. He did not know. The man opened the door. He caught the wife inside with the man. The man called the police. Police came. Story plenty. As police came, police took records of everything. The man washed his hand. He said he does not want to marry again. In this case, this woman was not deported because already she had gotten residence permit, permanent stay. He washed his hand off the woman, said he does not want. No child involved. That was how the marriage ended. Hold on, story is still coming. Guys, if you are seeing me for the first time, now follow this page. You go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube page. That's how we roll here. If you not subscribe, if you did not subscribe, waiting again. What I'm getting here is just to subscribe. Go to my YouTube channel, go to Onkurudi and subscribe. Subscribe, let's go. So now, the man divorced the woman, said he does not. Now, there are some principled men. If the man had raised alarm, If the man had raised the alarm, he would spoil the whole thing. Do you understand me? If he had raised the alarm, he would spoil. The woman will caution herself. Get this from me. Now let's go. So the man then sent the woman packing. The woman organized herself, got herself a job, continued to live in the city. Hold on. Along the line, this my friend now, this guy I'm talking about now, my friend ran into this woman. My friend came here, an old school came here. He had not married before. He'd never married before, never had a child before, ran into this beautiful woman who the husband divorced. When he ran into this beautiful woman, they fell in love, they started living together. Story is coming. They began to live together. First year, no child. Second year, no child. Third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, ninth year, 10th year, 11th year, no child came. Hold on. This guy was somebody, a social person, somebody that loved keeping friends, and he had a lot of friends. So where they lived, Revenge and Success, I see you big time. Where they lived, he invited his friends to come eat and dine with him. You know, African people, every time he would invite his friends to come eat and dine with him. And the wife entertained these friends. Now, share this. Now, you are not sharing this program, but I'm giving you guys life-saving stories. I'm not saying. Listen. So, this man, every weekend like this, he would invite his friends. They will come and eat and dine. The woman will roast meat, cook pepper soup, cow-tail pepper soup. All of them will be eating. His friends. So, it continued like that. Every time. This was what the guy told me, but now listen, I don't want to rush this program. I don't want to rush this program. So every time, the woman will say she's going to night vigil, she's going to church. You know, she will carry Bible, say she was going to church. The man will say, okay, go to church. She will go to church and come back. Sometimes she said she will go to night vigil. Do you know what is night vigil? Say night vigil is going to church and sleeping over. Say the whole night they will be singing and praising God. You don't hear the gist. That's night vigil. So every now and then the woman will tell the man that she was going to night vigil. The man will say, no problem, go pray to God. You know, that impression of a God-fearing woman. The man never suspected that woman. He never suspected the woman. This thing went on for over 11 years. The man did not catch the woman for one day. Get the gist? The man did not catch the woman for one day. No reason to suspect the woman. One day, the woman, that is the wife, booked a flight. 11 years, no child. The wife booked a flight and traveled to Africa. Yes, traveled to Nigeria. While the man was here, while the husband was here, and the wife booked flight, traveled to Africa. This man was here going to job, doing his thing. The wife was traveled in Africa to go do one or two vacation or whatever. One day, 1 weekend like this, he received a phone call from the family members of the woman. His telephone rang. When he picked the telephone, they called him. They said he should book the next available flight and return to Africa. He said, what's going on? They said the woman ran mad. That the woman said they want to talk to him. He said, what's going on? He said they said the woman went insane. Now things are happening in this life. The guy said what? They said the woman was in hospital, that they now asked the man to return immediately to Africa. The woman said she wants to see the man. Now life is too deep. Oh. Listen. You know, that kind of emergency movement. The man, went and bought a ticket. Traveled to Africa. When he reached Africa, he went direct to the hospital and saw the woman. The woman wasn't feeling okay. Now the woman began to cry and began to confess to the man. On her own. Have you heard about this before? So now, let me hold it here. Well, guys, before I go further, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. My name is Rody. If you fail to subscribe, what's my own profit? I get nothing telling you these stories. All these stories I'm telling you are life-saving stories to open your eyes. So go to my YouTube channel at Uncle Rody and subscribe. Let's go. Now, do you want me to complete this gist? Do you want me to complete the gist? I'll complete the gist for you, but go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, when the man reached Africa, Nigeria, he went to a psychiatric hospital. The woman began to mention, the woman began to mention the men that slept with her and begged the husband for forgiveness. The woman mentioned 4 of the man's friends. That is, the guys that came and ate with him. Abayomi, I see you. His best friends that came to eat and dine with him, that was coming, those men that were coming to visit him on a regular basis. The friends that he ate and dined with, 4 of them, the woman said, we are sleeping with her. 4 of his friends, the woman confessed. And all those days, she was going to night vigil, prayer house. She was going to visit her friends, her boyfriends. She was using that vigil and all those things. Now, you see, nature, to go sleep with her boyfriends. She was using church and all those things as an excuse to go sleep with her boyfriends. So, this man now mentioned the names. I know the guys. I know the guys that the man mentioned their names. Now, you see, that's why I told you I don't have any friend. Me, I don't have friend. I don't have any friend. I no get. I do on my own. So, now, the man did not catch her. She used her mouth because she went, I don't know what happened to her. She used her mouth to confess. She called all the men that were sleeping with her. And all of them were the man's friends. All his friends, the woman was sleeping with them. behind the scene, codedly. And the man never knew. They will come to his house, they will eat and drink and everything. And the man called them friends. He never knew they were stabbing him in the back. Okay. Now, after that, after hearing the whole confessions from the woman, he stayed for a while. He called the families. This man called the family members. So, well, he has forgiven the wife. The man boarded flight and came back here. As the man came back here, he went to where they lived. You understand me? What the man did was, as he came back here, he went, and that's why I told you back in the days you can easily rent an apartment. The man went and anchored with a friend. Went and stayed with a friend. What he did was he packed all his belongings in that apartment. He moved everything that belonged to him in that apartment, went to stay with his friend. From there, he rented his own apartment without the woman knowing, because the woman was still in Africa. He did not make noise. He did not say, hey, now I'm leaving you now. He just came back, acted as if everything was okay. When he came back here, he went and packed all his things and then moved away from the apartment. Stayed with a friend for a while, rented his own apartment. Now look at how I came to know about this story. Let me tell you how I came to know about this story, because the woman, I don't know her personally. We don't communicate, we don't talk, but I know this man personally. He came to my shop several times. We were, cool. Each time we saw, we gisted and, had good time. Then we drank together back then. We saw ourselves at parties and things like that. Around 2004 or thereabouts, either 2004 or that should be 2004 or 2003, either 2004 or 2003, my wife gave birth to one of my sons. So I went to the hospital to go see my wife and my new baby. The floor my wife was stationed, the floor my wife was staying, another uptile on another part, So after staying with the baby carrying, I came outside. As I was going, I saw this guy with this hospital gown. This guy now that the wife made confessions to, I saw him with hospital gown. He saw me, he said, Roddy, now what are you doing here? I said, now what are you doing? I said, my wife gave birth. I said, well, how about you? Now what are you doing here? Because he was an old school. I said, what are you doing here? He said he came for treatment, that he had been in the hospital for some time. Now this guy took me to his room. He said I should come. Because, we were friends back in the days. He said I should come. So I followed him to his room where he stayed in the hospital. I said, now how is life going? He said he just came back from Africa. I said, how about your woman? That was how the guy began to give me the gist of what happened to him. I shocked. The guy sat me down and began to give me the gist. He said, look at what happened. What the woman did to him. I shocked. So after that, I did not see the guy again. Many years later, I saw the guy. When I saw the guy, he wasn't looking healthy. But this story is too long. No, okay, I forgot. Eugene, you say you are not hearing because I'm too slow. So check your telephone. Everybody is hearing. Now, guys, are you hearing me? Somebody said he's not hearing me. I don't understand you. Let me check. My volume is here. My volume is high. How come you say you are not hearing me? You understand me? How come you say you are not hearing me? Everybody, now guys, are you hearing me? Somebody said maybe, I don't know the type of telephone you are using. So after, then after the guy left the hospital. After I left the guy in the hospital. I did not see the guy again. Now, after like a year, I ran into the guy again. I saw the guy. The guy saw me, called Roddy. I said, now what's up? How are you doing? He said, fine. I said, now what's going on? He said that he went to Africa. Listen to this gist. Here is the important part of this gist. Here is the most important part of this gist now. Let this one and do something with your life. Collect this gist now. This is the most important part of this gist. So after like a year or thereabouts, I saw the guy, at train station, something like that. I met the guy. I said, now what's up? What is it? What's going on? He said, now he just came back from Nigeria. He said he just came back from Africa a few months ago. I said, now what? And the guy hugged me. He will not hug me again. The guy said, boy, did I know what he said? God helped me. I said, what? Now I'm cutting. He said, God helped me. I said, what happened? He said, did I know? He traveled to Nigeria. Met a woman in Nigeria. And had interaction with the woman. Came back here. 3 months after, the woman called him and announced that she was pregnant. This was somebody that lived with a woman for 11 years and nothing happened. The guy lived with a woman. The guy was even, if you see the guy's noise, he said he never knew that he was potent. He never knew that he could impregnate a woman. He said he thought something was wrong with him. He said when the woman called him on telephone, said, dude, that she was pregnant, the guy said he couldn't believe it. He said, stop this joke. He told the woman, he said, stop this joke. Who made you pregnant? If you know who impregnated you, go to the person. Because the guy thought he couldn't give a woman belly. He couldn't impregnate a woman. He said the woman became serious. Said, dude, you are responsible for this pregnancy. You made me pregnant. The guy said, really? Are you sure that I impregnated you? Because this guy came here many years. All his age mates have gotten grown children. And he had none then. It was like a thing of shame, because all his mates had children and he had none. And that woman camped him for 11 years. Now I remember. It was as if the woman was sleeping with other men to know if they could make her pregnant. She was testing every man to know if they could make her pregnant. I think this was what happened. She was just trying her luck. Now, guys, what do you think? Do you understand what I mean? This is my own thoughts, so this is what I think. So now listen. Now, that woman, that's why, see, sometimes, some people you think that love you may be a stumbling block, purpose killer. Some people that you think are in love with you, maybe spiritually, that person was sent to kill your purpose in life. And you are saying you are in love. You are saying you are in love. You don't know that that person was sent spiritually to block your way. Let's go. So now, when this woman called him from Africa and announced that she was pregnant, guess what? This guy booked flights then and went back to Africa. When he went back, it took him like a month to arrange himself, went back. When he went back, true, he saw the woman's stomach coming up. The guy said, baby, there are no long talk. No long talk. Said he went and met the family, married the woman. He had a very big wedding ceremony. He married the woman instantly because all along he thought he couldn't make a woman pregnant. Do you understand what I mean? So he instantly went and married the woman. Now he told me where he married the woman. He showed me videos and pictures of the marriage. The guy spent money. He spent money in the marriage. Now I asked him, I said, dude, why don't you bring your woman abroad? He said, never. You know why the guy did not bring the woman abroad? Because of the fear of what the friends did to him. He said he preferred to keep the woman and the children at home. He said he will never bring the woman abroad. I said, but for the future of it, he said he does not want it. Let's go further. Few years after, I ran into the guy again. The guy announced to me, he said he has gotten 3 children from his wife at home. I said, cool. He said, man, he's the happiest man on earth, that now he has 3 children. Now he said, could I imagine how the other woman wasted his years? Not that even the woman was faithful. He just wasted his years. And he was faithful. He was just trying, struggling to know if he could make the woman pregnant. And 11 years went by. 11 years of his life was wasted. So now, this man now announced that the wife in Africa had given birth to 3 children. Many years later, I saw the guy. He wasn't looking healthy because the guy drank a lot of alcohol. I knew him as somebody that drank a lot. He drank really a lot of alcohol. So when I saw him, the guy told me, he said, well, that he wasn't working anymore because he had a very serious health issues. I said, man, sorry, man. I told you, I said, I warned you, stop drinking alcohol. Alcohol is not good. Now listen attentively. For all the guys watching me now, see, if you don't take time, alcohol will cut your life short. You see, alcohol, if you don't stop it, if you don't desist from drinking alcohol, alcohol will definitely cut your life short. Listen to this story. Now, when I saw the guy told me he has retired and they don't, because of his health issues, they retired him. I said, oh, man, good. Well, good for you. And he wasn't looking healthy then. So I did not see him again. Like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I went outside. I saw an old school who came here in the 80s. I saw an old school who came here in the 80s. Now listen. The guy saw me, say, Rody, what's up? Long time. He asked if I am still in this country. I said, man, I'm not going anywhere. I still here. I'm still here. So we began to, discuss about life generally and everything. We started asking about our old friends. He said, did I remember so person? That was the person, this guy now I was talking about. He said, did I remember so person? I said, yes, I do. He said he went to hospital to see the guy. He said the guy had stroke. And when he went to the hospital, that the guy was in the hospital like for 4 months or 5 months, that he had very bad stroke. Listen attentively. For those of you that like to drink up and down, sometimes when I come here and drop a video, some of you will come here and be, be disputing it. I've told you that alcohol is dangerous. You don't know. Now, this man said he went to hospital to go see this guy. He said when he went, the guy had serious stroke that he couldn't utter a word. The stroke was so severe that the guy couldn't speak anymore. Listen to me. The guy couldn't speak anymore. So, but when you speak to him, he understood. He will only shake his head or he will shake his. Do you understand what I mean? The guy couldn't speak anymore. He would only, even the stroke affected him so severely. After like 5 months, the hospital had to discharge him and they had to send the guy back to Africa because the situation was severe. And instead of the guy to die, don't forget the wife and children lived in Africa. Instead of the guy to die abroad, and it will cost more to, much money to transport the thing, the guy went back. So that guy told me that somebody then gave him information that the guy died after returning to Africa. Well, guys, that's life for you. Story plenty. In all these stories, there are so many lessons to learn. There are so many lessons to learn. Well, I do not know if he gave the children European citizenship, because if he gave the children European citizenship, the children may come here later in life when they are grown, when they are above. The children must have grown now. Who knows? Well, guys, I want to end this program here. My name is Rodi. This is life for you. This is life for you. Well, if you are seeing me for the first time, do not forget to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. Now, apply caution in life. Use your head. Daddy Mirabel, you said you want me. Did you make a request? Okay, let me bring you in. Who is Daddy Mirabel? Let me bring you in. Somebody want to say something. We are waiting for you.
Okay.
Hello. The noise is too much.
Oh, can you hear me now? Good evening, sir.
People are listening to you.
Okay. I really enjoy your program. So since I started listening to your program, I've been learning a lot from it. You understand?
Okay.
And it's amazing. Here is dark, sir. I don't know. I'm on my way going home, sir. But let me be talking.
Okay.
You can see me, right?
Okay, keep talking. I'm seeing a man with beard or something like that.
Yes. Your program is so interesting. So I like to listen to your program. I learn a lot from it.
Okay.
So I just want to say you should keep up the good work, and people around, we are learning from your stories. I've been enjoying it, honestly.
Okay.
More especially today's topic. It's really interesting.
Okay.
So I'm on na platform like so
Speak English so that there are so many people watching so that they can, okay, maybe if it is something private, you don't say it. If it is something, because people want to hear you and understand you.
It's a private thing.
Okay.
Private thing.
Okay. Then you don't need to say it in public. You don't need to say. Omwa, Abu Moyimo State.
Yes. Okay, Moa Boyen State.
Okay.
A delegate Ozi. Omalo onion follow her, so Emechakamana Gipuzi, Kawaga Puzi private.
Okay, no wahala. Okay. Okay, take care.
One disicasa.
Okay, take care. So guys, Steve Ayodele asked if I speak Yoruba. I don't speak Yoruba, but my wife does. My wife speaks Yoruba. So guys, that's the end of the program. I came out to, tell you my stories as always. Take care of yourselves. I don't think I'm going to be going live. Well, I may come live later, depending on how I feel. Daughter of Zion, I see you. Do you want more stories? So do you want more stories? Well, tomorrow we'll continue. I want to take a break now. Tomorrow we continue. So guys, I want to say, I don't think if Gambis, you want me to come back, you like gist. So, I may come back later tonight, or I may not come back, and we may continue tomorrow. So, Irene Baumgartner, good night to you, my beautiful sister. So, Gambis, I don't know if I'm going to come back or not. It depends on how I feel. I can't sit for long. As I'm sitting here, my back is aching me. Do you understand me? I don't know if I'm going to sit. So, Pretty Hands, I think that's Hands. Chance, good night to you. Mesa, good night to you. Love you plenty, Mesa. So, Gambis, respect to you too. Yes, so that's it. This is Obodo Igbo for you. So guys, take care of yourselves. And tomorrow we continue. Somebody said Juju cannot reach you. Juju can reach you. Do you want us to tell the story of Juju tomorrow? Somebody said Juju can reach any part of this earth. Any corner of this earth. Tomorrow I may give you Juju story. If after telling you Juju story, you go carry hand for head. If I tell you Juju story, Juju can reach anywhere. This air you breathe, travels, goes everywhere. They just need to blow it in the air. You never see anything. Like a powder. Don't. Somebody said, you want to sleep peacefully. Yes, so. Now, these are stories, I keep people's names private. These stories are there for you to learn. Do you understand what I mean? I keep locations private, but these stories are there for you to learn. So, guys, you want Juju story? Okay. Well, if you just newly joined us, you go to my YouTube channel and you can rewatch this video. This program you can watch on my YouTube channel. So guys, good night. Tomorrow we continue with the gist. It depends on how I feel. Now, if you see how my back is paining me, I told you guys I have spinal cord problem. But man, I'm a lion. I'm a lion. Do you understand what I mean? Easy. You want juju story tomorrow. Now, if I go catch you, you will be afraid. If you hear juju story, if I tell you juju story, this life, if you hear some stories, you'll be avoiding people. If you listen to some stories, you will be avoiding. Okay. So now maybe because of this seat I'm sitting on, or this chair I'm sitting on, that's why. Well, guys, let me end this program here. Let me share. Let me drink some water, and then tomorrow we continue. Take care of yourselves. I said I was going to spend like extra 10 minutes. Now I spent more an hour. She's a bar. Just follow the pages, my social media pages. Style say I should come tonight. It depends. It depends on how I feel. If I have the strength, I come out again. Story plenty. If I have the strength, but if I don't have the strength, maybe tomorrow, or that's it. So guys, take care of yourselves. I'll be back maybe today or tomorrow. Tonight or tomorrow. See you.